beautiful people, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jennifer Diamond and I live a whole food plant exclusive, SOFAs free, gluten-free lifestyle for health and well-being. I've been healing myself with food, I've lost weight, I've lowered my thyroid medication, and I'm healing from small fiber neuropathy. I mean, the list goes on. So today I thought maybe you would like to play around with me and see if we can make some lentil pancakes. So I have been trying to eat more lentils and beans and up my proteins and all of the other things that are in lentils, beans, and legumes that benefit us, vitamins and so many more things. The fiber is amazing. And so anyways, I thought, well, for breakfast, I'd like to add in more beans or lentils or legumes. And so I had heard about making lentil pancakes. So that's what I'm going to try to do today. So I took in this container some red lentils, and I have these red lentil that are organic from our natural grocer. You can get them anywhere, but I just want to show you in case you're unfamiliar. These are the red ones. They're little teeny tiny, and they're really good when you don't want them to hold their shape, because these lentils will mash up better than, say, the green ones or any of the other ones that will hold their shape better. So anyhow, I took a cup of these and washed them and soaked them in water overnight, and now we're going to drain them in here and rinse them. So I also couldn't decide if I wanted to do more of like a savory or a sweet version. So I'm going to split it in half and we're going to try both, because why not? So I've got these here and I'm going to split this in half and blend it up separately. So the one that we're just going to do that's plain, I'm going to take half of this right now, put it in what should I put it in? I might put it in the NutriBullet, and I'm just going to add a little bit of water. So let me get that set up and we'll be ready to go. Okay, so I've got one, and I was trying to do 1 1/4 cup. It's a little bit more than that, so I'm just going to do that. And you know, maybe we'll just try to blend the whole thing and then separate it. Okay, so let me get a spoon. Or a spatula. Doot, 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 doot. And oh yeah, still, you could still see some water's draining. So. Okay, so now we are going to blend this up. We just have lentil beans and water. Let's see how this goes. I'm going to plug this guy in. And go. And that's it. So that's we're going to use for the sweet one, and I'm just going to set that batter aside. It looks a little watery to me, so I think I'm going to put a little less water in the next one. But let's dump it out so that we can see what it looks like. There you go. So I'm going to set this one aside, and then I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of this in and blend it up again. Okay. So there we go. Now, now what I'm going to add to this are a couple of spices. And so we have some fresh ginger, And I already went and took a spoon and just kind of pulled back. I can show you. I'm going to use this, but you just kind of, with any spoon, scrape a little bit, and it comes right down the skin. And then I'm going to take this microplane, and I'm just going to add a little bit in here. There you go. See? And I'm just going to plop that right in there to give it some extra flavor. And we're also going to use some fresh turmeric. And I'm just going to put a little bit of that in there, not too much. It's very strong and beautiful color. All right. With this one, I'm also going to add some baking powder, a little bit, and I just had some quinoa flour, so I'm going to use it. It's the gluten-free organic whole grain quinoa flour, and so I already pre-measured a little bit of that. I'm going to throw that in there. And, oh, and the water. So here's the rest of the water. And, okay, and here we go. Unplugging it, and there we go. We're ready with the second variation. Let's see what that looks like. Looks pretty good. Okay, there we go. That's it. We have a batter, and we have two different kinds of batters. I just had 1 clove of garlic, and it would have been nice if it was completely, you know, mixed in with the NutriBullet, but it's fine. Who doesn't love garlic? I don't know. Maybe people don't, but I love it. So I didn't mention earlier, I did a 1/4 teaspoon of the baking powder and 3/4 of a teaspoon of the quinoa flour. You could use any flour. I'm playing with this, and that is because I did, like, you know, half of the cup I had. Well, so I did half a cup of the red lentils. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, and we've got the plain one, and we've got the other one. I've got 2 pans here that I'm going to light up. This is the green pan. I'm going to see if it sticks, and the other one behind here is an all-clad pan. So I'm just going to let them get hot a little bit here, and we're going to start cooking. Now, another thing I want to do for the sweet one is have a topping instead of maple syrup, which you could use, but I think I'm going to do a wild blueberry and orange. So I went ahead, these are the wild blueberries that I use. These, sometimes I have different ones. This is what I have today. And so they were frozen. I went ahead and just plopped, I think a cup, there's a cup in here. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to turn this down because these are probably ready. And I'm going to take some orange. You can zest the orange zest, which I think I will do. And I'm going to add that with the orange juice from this orange. And I'm going to let that cook while we're making the pancakes. And you don't have to use all the zest, which I'm probably not since I have the pans already going. And you could do this separately. You don't have to do this all in one at the same time like I'm trying to do. And so here we go. Cut the orange in half. I just want to show you what this is looking like. And I'm going to add the orange juice in a minute. Before I add the orange juice, I'm going to go back over here. And I'm just going to take a regular spoon. I'm going to put the fire down. I don't have anything on my pan, so I hope it doesn't stick. And I'm just going to make some small pancakes. You can make whatever size you want. I'm just going to do cute little small ones. And so I just want you to see how that's setting up. And there we go. And that's the plain one. And behind it, I'm going to go ahead and start with the one that has the little extra savory ingredients in it. And I'm gonna make also some small ones of that. And I want you to see what this one looks like. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna let those do their magic. And I'm gonna go back to the orange. So I think I'm trying to remember where one of my kitchen tools are. And I bet I'm not gonna find it. So I'm gonna just go ahead and use an orange. I was looking for a reamer, but I don't know what I did with it. Oh well, at any rate, I'm gonna use a fork and I'm just going to squeeze in this juice from the orange right in here. Now, another thing I could do is just use the whole orange, like peel it and use the whole orange. But now, if you didn't want to do this, you could use maple syrup or date syrup or just fresh berries on top. But I thought it would be fun to kind of make a thicker syrup out of the berries and the fresh orange juice, if all goes well. Now, with regular pancakes, you usually want to wait until you see little bubbles, and I don't know if that's the same for this. I flipped these two over. I'm going to see if I can flip this one over with you. Hold on. Oh, there we go. So, let's see. So these are sticking a little, but, well, what can I say? Ah! I'll just leave it. Kind of a disaster, but they taste kind of good. I gotta get a better pan. Oh, there we go. That's what I wanted. I wanted to get under there. There we go. I'm not going to move that guy, but boy, these are not working out very well in this pan that I chose. Oh, this one did okay. There we go. And our last one over here in the corner. Ugh. So if you have a pan that you think would help me out, let me know, because I'm all about it. I would like a new pan for this kind of thing, a new griddle or something. This is not turning out like I like, but I'm going with it. So let me put this back on, and then I'm gonna go ahead and show you how disastrous this is turning out. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, the green pan is flipping much better. Look at that. Okay, yay. So, you know, I think it just needed to cook a little bit longer. These are holding their shape much better. And so, win for the green pan. This one I flipped a little too early, so I think I'll just try to. It's really important that you have the right tools. And I've said this before, it can make or break your success in the kitchen. So when you're trying to cook with no oil, no butter, no ghee, no anything, it's really important that you have a pan or a pot or whatever you're using that is not going to be, you know, having everything stick. And so if you get a non-stick pot or pan, you're going to be in a good way, and it will make things easy, and you'll do a great job. So this looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and show you if you could see it, and I'm going to just let it kind of sit there and see. Okay, so I think that it's time to try the lentil pancakes. And so if we go with the savory one, what could you do with it? Well, I have some leftovers from last night, but you could do anything. You could do any type of zucchini or any kind of vegetable, and you could do it raw, but I think I would steam it or stir fry it with a little water and then just plop it on top. So this is from my leftover dinner from last night, and I have a bunch of vegetables in here and a little tofu. I've got mushrooms, carrots, onions, broccoli, cauliflower, and on and on and on. And so I'm gonna use a little bit of my leftovers, which is great because it's helpful in the kitchen. I'm turning the fire off, and these are the ones that stuck in the pan, but these are the savory ones. And like I said, got to figure out a different pan. But, you know, considering they stuck, they actually don't look too bad. All right, so let's use some of those. And I'm gonna do like a little mushroom on this one. I'm gonna do some cauliflower. And you know what? You don't have to like separate it out like I'm doing. I'm just doing this to show you. You could just take a whole scoop and plop it right on there and it'd be good to go. And you know, if you wanted, you could even make some kind of a cashew or bean cream, and or any kind of like a ranch dressing that's made out of beans or cashews, and you could put it on there, or any kind of a vegan sour cream type of thing. So I don't have any of that right now. Do I? I might actually. Let's see, what else could I put on there? Some greens. How about like this? And there you go. You've got some savory goodies going on here. Ooh, I just found yogurt. I wonder if that would be good on a savory dish. Let's take it out. And then I have some of this homemade ranch dressing that I made with cashew nuts and some oats and some dill. Ooh, that smells really good. And I think I'm gonna put just a tiny bit of this on, I mean, literally just a tiny bit, just to try something different. And the yogurt. This is freshly made yogurt. We just finished it. My husband was kind enough to get up when it was ready and put it in the fridge for me. Now, I don't know, what would you put on here? Leave me a comment, let me know. How would you eat a savory lentil pancake? I would love to hear from you. And subscribe, hit the like button. Don't forget the notification bell as well. You'll be notified when I post new videos. And let's chat, so come on. All right, so let's go ahead and plate the other ones. Wow, look at these. They are not sticking at all. Look at this, ready? Woo! And these are cute. Now, these are the ones that we first made, so they only have water and lentils, and these are the ones that had the other seasonings in it, the turmeric and the ginger and garlic and so forth. Okay, so now let's look at this blueberry orange yumminess. And it's not thick. I think it would thicken up over time, but I'm gonna go ahead and just put some on there. Look at that. Yum. Oh man, doesn't that look dynamite? All right, so here we are. And you could put, you know, some orange slices or berries. Dress up your plate a little bit. And you know what else? Add some greens. Put some salad right in the middle of there. Look at that. All right, so let's get cracking here. We need to sample some of this. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the savory. Here we go. So here we go. All right. Very nice. I really like it. The added seasonings and spices, it was, gosh, how do I even explain it? Very mild notes. Really, really nice and complimentary, especially with these savory vegetables on top. And I know that I told you I made some tofu, but it's not in this container. I could even put tofu on here as well if you eat tofu or tempeh or anything like that. But let's do another one. This is good looking. Oh man, if I can get it on a fork. Definitely will make this again. Oh my God, it's pancakes. Even though they're not perfectly shaped because the pan, it's stuck a little, it's still delicious. But let's go ahead and try the other ones. It didn't have anything, just water and the lentils, and we added some blueberry and orange. Ready for this one? Oh my gosh. Delicious. Now, I'm not just saying if something is delicious. I really think it is. It's great. Yum. Now, the lentil pancake itself is, of course, it doesn't have anything in it, so it's very mild. It's kind of on the bland side, but because we topped it off with the fruit, it works. It works. So you could do savory or sweet. You can get your lentils in the morning. You could do this any time of day. And I mean, I definitely enjoyed doing this. Thank you so much for joining me. Red Lentil Pancakes, definitely a winner. Thanks so much, everyone. Enjoy the day. Don't forget to eat your greens and try lentil pancakes with me. Let me know what you think.